Oh, welcome to Oprah Angel. I am so excited to be here with you today, Iris. And once again, I am so excited to share everything with my audience of yours. Everything I love about your work. We just can't get enough of you. So thank you for being here today. I'm excited to say that we met on Sydney after I received one of your amazing, amazing Mayan astrology soul path readings from you. I know my audience too is also super excited that you were going to share an example with us today of your visionary interpretation of Mayan astrology for Oprah Winfrey, you Oprah Angel. I know she is a huge hero of yours, a mentor and inspiration to us both, and has been for so many years too. And I can understand why, like we've said before, you are just very similar to her. You're a reflection of her. So first we will share how you were introduced to this Mayan wisdom. And then I know it was an interesting and empowering story. So let's dive right in, Iris.
Well, thank you. I am an Oprah angel today, and she has been, as you know, an inspirational angel in my life forever. And this is exciting to share her Mayan astrology because her birthday is January 29th.
Fellow Aquarius, yay.
Exactly right, girlfriend. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, because I actually wrote this short and sweet little story. It comes from my book, The Joy of Synchronicity, Inspiring True Short Stories About Yours Truly. Copyright 2008. It's called Teotihuacan, Mexico, and Sacred Harmony. So in 2002, I was given a trip to a week-long workshop with Jose Arguelles, the guy that wrote the Mayan Factor, the master of the dream spell calendar. He's amazing. By my friends, Linda and Carlos. They were in Mexico, and they were friends that I knew from back in Idaho City. We camped at an awesome Boy Scout camp and were fed 3 great vegetarian meals every day. We studied Mayan astrology and became attuned to sacred harmony in their ancient ways. Mayan astrology is all about finding sacred harmony within yourself and within your world. How simple and beautiful is that? Beautiful. We honored the rising of the sun with the sound of the conch shell in collective silence each morning. We honored the rising of the moon in the same silence with the conch shell each evening. We danced, chanted, laughed, and gathered around the campfires. I am a red resonant skywalker, one of 260 different vibrational Mayan types. Everyone is one of 260 Mayan types. Wow. My keywords are explores space, integrity, wakefulness, channels, inspiration, and attunement. I was drawn to and found one other red resonant skywalker the first day out of all the people. We ended our trip at Teotihuacan at the pyramids. We gathered around a small pyramid with each of the groups or tribes belonging to the 4 directions around each side. Oprah's the west for transformation. I'm the east for initiation in terms of our tribes. As a short prayer was being offered by Jose, the most amazing things began to happen. A hawk came from nowhere and slowly circled above us with a peaceful and energetic glide. Everyone looked up and went, "Oh, wow." And of course, it was a very warm day with not a cloud in the sky. But just then, a huge cloud formed next to the sun and created a huge rainbow. Everyone looked up and said, "Oh, wow." Many of us were touched so deeply, we had tears in our eyes, and the love between us all was beautiful, as was the timing. I found a super strong sense of sacred harmony, and my pagan, indigenous, earth-loving roots had never been so very happy and alive. As a child, my first strong sense of true spiritual connection was with the Native American Indians. I grew up in Utah. I resonated with their honor and respect of the earth and all of life, just like the Mayan love of creating sacred harmony within yourself and within your world. In my soul, I feel like a kind, old, earth-loving Indian of every ancient culture. I am of the earth and sky, and to them I will surely return with a grateful heart.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Iris. How beautiful. I can tell that was a very spiritual experience for you. And that has always been a place that has intrigued me. So thank you for sharing. I'm also really excited for you to tell us a little bit about your Mayan astrology soul path readings, which I understand are sometimes referred to as honograms. Please share
Yes.
with us when you first wrote these, because I know you have been sharing these globally for many years and long before the Mayan calendar date of 2012. So I'm very, very excited for you to share these as well.
Well, thank you. I was in Mexico and met Jose and got all tuned in and tuned up. Attunement being a major word, which I had already used way before I learned it was a key word for me with Mayan astrology, which really had an impact for me. That was 2002. And I wrote all of these visionary interpretations of Mayan astrology back in 2003. So I've been sharing them globally and internationally through Simbi, Facebook, my website, other means since 2003. So a lot of people, of course, in 2012 were fascinated, and that was very exciting for me. And so how I got inspired to write these, of course, I came back to the United States with all this Mayan love and wisdom, bubbling around within my entire being. And I had been teaching a class on empowering and conscious language. Being a clinical hypnotherapist, that's very important to me because we think in terms of language. We create their so much, yes, as you know, with language. And I thought, I'm going to take empowering language and put it together with Mayan astrology, all of the studying I've done. So I got all the books out, I read stuff, I studied. And empowering language, what I love the most about it, and people on Simbi love these things and have for all these years, and they don't know why, but I know why. It's because they're written in an empowering style, which allows you to claim it. Absolutely. All of the potentials, all of the wisdom that your Mayan astrology holds for you are written in sentences like, I am, I will, I can, I trust, I choose, I create, I enjoy, I thrive, I remember, I honor. So we have all of this beautiful language, which you will find when I read Oprah's wonderful.
Yay! And I just have to add, like I mentioned to you this before, it's just like we have astrology, we have human design, and we have I Ching, and we have a lot of those things. And they're all such beautiful modalities to learn about yourself. And I found that with your Mayan astrology, I just find it to be profoundly heart-based, and that is where people are being touched. It's not just a head, thinking space. It touches people's hearts, and that's where it really resonates. So really beautiful. And I am so excited to get into Oprah's Mayan astrology. I would love to know what inspired you to write these Mayan astrology path readings, and tell us about the empowering language style you do use.
Yeah, so again, it's those beginning sentences. I can, I will, I choose, I create, I enjoy, I thrive, I trust. So again, teaching empowering and conscious language, I thought, what a fun way as an example for my class. And then, of course, I went on to teach Mayan astrology classes. But that's the reason why I consider them visionary, is because they do bring in the empowering and conscious language. And the other fascinating thing about it is that I called them honograms for a reason, because they are honoring. They absolutely are honoring in every amazing way you could imagine. And people really love that about them. So
you're the queen of honoring. We got the queen.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I'm the anticipation to hear Oprah's. I am just so eager and delighted to hear about Oprah, the Queen Oprah.
Good. And one of the things I want to say first is that, again, I wrote these back in 2003. And the fascinating thing, before I read all about Oprah, is that I wrote these interpretations, and much later I decided, I'm going to do some research and come up with famous people and see which one is there. So I wrote this not thinking of Oprah. I wrote this based on Mayan wisdom, empowering and conscious language. And I'll tell you what, when I read through this the other day to prepare for today, after each sentence, I swear, I said, thank you, Oprah, because this epitomizes her so much.
Beautiful.
So first of all, her tribe is the blue monkey, which is all about the magic of the moment. Her tone is called overtone. And from the dream spell, Jose has put together key words of her tone and her tribe. So her galactic affirmation is, I empower in order to play, commanding illusion. I seal the process of magic with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of self-generation. And so now I will read my interpretation that I wrote in 2003. And then at the end, I will read other famous people who are also the blue monkey, which of course Oprah is on that list. And people love that for party and event entertainment. So that's a fun part.
Beautiful.
Here we go, Oprah, my sacred soul sister, my inspirer, my heroine. Chuen is actually how it's pronounced in Mayan. Chuen, the blue monkey. You are the power of playful magic, here to transform consciousness and illuminate truth as the sacred monkey. You are like the evening sunset of autumn, smiling with the recognition of magic at its essence. You are a clever prankster and lover of outrageous play and laughter. You will often be found dramatically enhancing situations in life in order to shift the serious doing into a sense of lighthearted play for yourself and others. You greatly enjoy the dramatic flair with which you astutely amuse yourself and others. You love good music, you love to dance, and you love to playfully create fun. You have an appreciation of games and are often a winner due to your psychic or intuitive clues. You are the comic relief beyond the inner hurts and wounds as you help us all to heal with humor and grace. Thank you, Oprah. You have a powerful, deep belly laugh that is contagious to all who experience it. You sometimes laugh until you cry, releasing contagious, healing laughter and tears for everyone. Many spiritual masters honor you for this and celebrate as you claim it. You enjoy being center stage, and you learn to draw attention to yourself with cute little antics at a very early age. You are here to assist in transforming the outdated or insane structures of society as you illuminate the humorous side of everything dysfunctional within society.
That's so good.
What a beautiful function, right? Your humor is truly a gift to your friends, as your humorous, hysterical imitations of others can assist them in learning to laugh at themselves and their personal dramas. Imagine that. Boy, are we in alignment on that one? Laugh at yourself no matter what. Oh, okay. Oprah, darling, you easily make light of the harsh realities of life. In a childlike way, you playfully encourage us all to lighten up in the face of serious rigidity. You are the class clown who enjoys wearing the appropriate costume, and you enjoy the fun that your talent for drama and the performing arts can bring. You are learning to trust in your future by balancing fun and play with work and responsibility. You are here to occasionally dive deeply into yourself and heal old wounds that you sometimes would rather playfully ignore. You have an excellent ability to switch roles quickly and adeptly, and often wear many hats with ease. You have many friends and bring a lot of fun into their lives. You courageously shed light on the pitfalls of society and are drawn to positions of leadership as part of the solution. You have learned about the destructive tendencies of gossip and the fine line between being funny and mean. You enjoy your intense curiosity, and therefore you are a very quick learner. You can make an excellent teacher and student who excels in communication. You are very intelligent and capable of working with details and the big picture simultaneously. You choose emotional and psychic independence as you focus upon the innocence within yourself being reflected in us all. That makes me want to cry. That's so precious.
It's so beautiful. Wow.
You thrive with abundant creative and artistic outlets and the well-deserved recognition of a job well done. You have a strong sense of the challenges of our global situations. You formulate and communicate intelligent solutions as you focus on the necessary healing of humanity as a whole. You can think globally and act locally. Thank you, Oprah. You playfully and astutely reveal the seeming chaos or insanity in important ways, which allow the truth to be recognized as a fundamental beginning in the transformation process. Your childlike innocence and trust playfully encourage our serious martyrdom to transform a warlike nature into the innate creative trust that exists within all of creation. You teach us to embrace the magic of each moment with grateful joy. You have strong personal desires to accomplish your goals and to lead others away from the craziness they perpetuate. And I know that includes politicians. Learn to laugh in the face of old expectations and projections of authority figures as you claim who you really are, a divine spark of playful light. And she's inspired us all in that way so much. We all, and women, we need to move past martyrdom to be able to laugh in the face of old expectations and projections of authority figures as you claim who you really are, a divine spark of playful light. And of course, most authority figures have been men. Just saying. The old patriarchy.
Yes.
You serve to balance the serious, practical spiritual path with your natural gifts of curiosity, play, and humor. You are the creative, fun-loving, magical child with strong psychic gifts who holds the vision of a peaceful world, along with Iris and Caitlin. You choose to honor and enjoy the humor and magic of your spiritual guidance as it creates a space for lightheartedness for everyone. You know the magic of the moment and the enlightenment of your insight. You know and teach us the power of humor, laughter, and curiosity to move beyond our restrictions and limitations and heal our wounds with innocent play. You are one with those who are chosen to speak the truth in conscious and illuminated ways. You are empowered by others who also know the importance of transformation and by energetic creativity and commerce, which assists you in manifesting a strong inner sense of security. You melt our personal barriers with your playful nature while embracing a new portal of insight, awareness, and innocence. You exude inner confidence as you soulfully celebrate your passionate eternal nature, transforming expression like a glorious sunset in the colorful autumn evening of heightened realization. We honor you as the power of playful magic, here to transform consciousness and awaken truth as the playful sacred monkey. Famous people, oh, and then I'll just do our tones real quick. She's the 5 overtone, and the affirmation that I wrote using the keywords for the tone is for Oprah, which so fits her. I utilize the process of empowerment to enliven our universal consciousness. I gratefully command universal radiance with the overtone and empowering grace of spirit. And mine, I'm the resonant tone. I utilize the process of channeling to inspire or enliven our universal consciousness. I gratefully inspire universal attunement with the resonant and merging grace of spirit, which has been very powerful for me in my life. And I'm just going to read the famous people who are also the sacred monkey, and then you're welcome to comment. Other people who are also the sacred monkey: Oprah Winfrey, Anwar Sadat, Paul Simon, John Travolta,
Wow,
Dan Rather, Dick Clark, one of my favorite people, Jeff Foxworthy, Anne Bancroft, John Keats, the poet, Wolfgang Mozart, the composer,
wow.
Mata Hari, who was a female secret agent, Lily Tomlin, comedian, David Copperfield, the magician, Stephen King, the writer, Alfred Nobel, the chemist, Mario Andretti, race car driver, Dwight D. Eisenhower, US President, the UK Prime Minister, Sir Winston Churchill,
Wow.
Pope Pius XV, the Catholic Church leader, and Terry Kinney, an American actor. Thank you, Oprah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. Let's just bask in that. That's so beautiful. I can feel your appreciation for Oprah, and I can't wait till Oprah hears this, or one of another Oprah's angels hears this. I really appreciated the emphasis on, it's just, now I'm clearly seeing that the lightheartedness, the playfulness, the joy, in bringing truth and transformation in such a innocent and playful way. And she really does emanate that. And you do too. Like, I feel like you bring so much joy through your work. And now I'm like, oh, this is it. You guys are soul sisters. You do the same work. You bring humor and innocence and lightheartedness to some deep transformational work on a global level. And I'm just so grateful to be sharing this with you. And I'm really looking forward to when she gets to hear her reading, when that day comes, because I feel like she'll listen to that and soak that in, and her heart will just be like, yes, that is me. So thank you, Iris. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. And it was so exciting for me because, again, I wrote this affirmation with the key words before I knew that Oprah was the fine tone. And I mean, the empowerment, is that an Oprah word? Hello. Command, universal radiance,
Amen.
with an empowering grace of spirit. I mean, it's so very much her. She has so empowered so many women. And I'm very excited because her birthday is January 29th, right around the corner. She was also born the same year I was, 1954. So
wow. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, so I grew up absolutely loving her from day one, celebrating how she has empowered so many women and brought the truth. I mean, she's had the ability, and we all laugh about how she would have made the perfect president. She would have won, and yet she was smart enough not to do it. And we honor her for that.
I just got goosebumps. So when you said that, yes to all of that. Smart enough not to do it. Amen. Amen.
Well, And I really see and appreciate with her, and as well as you and I, the importance of innocence in terms of that playful, empowering, and curiosity. It's so inner child. And I feel like, even the Bible said, become as like little children again. It's all about getting past our judgmental, crazy adult and moving more into that joyful inner child. And I can't tell you how grateful I've been, Caitlin, to put so many single mothers to work over the years doing these Mayan soul path readings for event entertainment. So while I'm doing palmistry, which has been my expertise, I put all these mothers together because, again, they're all in written format. So they get to read a little bit about Mayan astrology, and then they are able to, read well, read these personally to people, and they're just like, beautiful. Wow.
Mind blown. This is so beautiful. And then going back to the empowerment, I feel like innocence is like the essence of empowerment, because to empower another is to come from that innocent space, that just childlike, non-intentional, non-calculative. It just is kind of so very beautiful. And you're doing that by empowering all these mothers. So absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you. And I'm very excited, as you know, with all of my programs, because, and this is another one that I can offer as part of my entertainment package that I want to be able to give scholarships for. Why? Yes. Because I wrote them. They are original interpretations. So, and it blows my mind when I look back on how I wrote those so long ago, and the universe knew exactly what it was doing, picking the perfect time to send me to Mexico, to send me to Teotihuacan, my friends to gift me this time with Jose Arguelles, and for me to have the time and space when I return to the States. The excitement that hypnotherapy led to my love of conscious and empowering language. I mean, I'm just overjoyed at how my guidance helps me create. It's just a beautiful thing to me.
It's so beautiful, like one synchronicity or divine intervention after another from following your higher self and your calling, and you're sharing this globally. It's so beautiful, and it's so universal. Like this can resonate with everyone, because there's certain modalities that, some people are like, I don't know if I can resonate with that, but I feel like this is actually a truly beautiful heart-based approach that everyone can really resonate and either feel empowered by, or be inspired by, or just feel joy from. So I really truly appreciate this gift of innocence and empowerment that you're sharing with not only me right now, but Oprah and everyone else in my audience. We are just truly blessed.
Well, thank you. And one of the other things you talked about, innocence, the other thing I honor about us and Oprah, where we resonate, is the truth. Being able to playfully bring the truth to light and help people understand, claim their divine part. The other thing that was interesting when I was essentially writing, partially channeling, whatever, I learned that I was a channel with Mayan astrology. I started taking it seriously. But I got really clear guidance, and my guidance said, there's one thing I want you to include in every one of these HonorGrams. And I'm like, okay, what's that? And it's that you are a lifelong learner. And I thought that was really fascinating. That is the only thing that I sort of interjected, per se, on my own, in relationship to my guidance, that is in every one of these Mayan astrology soul path readings. And again, everyone is one of 260 different types. So it's pretty specific, pretty empowering. And I totally have to honor Jose Arguelles, and all of the people who are the sacred timekeepers of Mayan astrology, have helped to keep the ancient wisdom alive.
Yeah, thank you so much, Iris. Thank you. You mentioned the scholarship program, and we've talked about your scholarship programs before, but can you kind of just elaborate a little bit more on all the scholarships available, or that you're wanting to share with everyone, so everyone can get their hands on this beautiful, empowering, truthful opportunity?
Well, thank you. So yes, I'm looking for a sponsor, Oprah, one of Oprah's angels, possibly someone from a university. I want them to honor my little homespun pieces of work and to put the beautiful artistic flurries and, really get it out there into the world. And I am ready to be big enough and clear enough and marvelous enough, and I have enough groovy stuff that I really get it, that I deserve an endorsement from someone to really bring this to the people. So I have my Evolving Genius Award ceremony where I share all of these fabulous awards, which are so super fun. And there's so many different ways that I can do it, whether it's just honoring. And then, of course, I have the Sassy Comedy, which I can integrate into that program with some of the Sassy Awards, which are fun. And you and I have done a video where I read all of those. They're very popular.
So much fun. So much
fun. And then, of course, I have the Ranting of a Psychic Grandmother, which is showing the light in the dark with all of my awards for larger audiences where we don't have time to have people walk the red carpet like the award ceremony and get tons of applause and be able to give a glorious acceptance speech. And of course, I have what I think is the most beautiful peacemaking tool ever, which is the Evolving Genius Honoring Improv, which has such potential because you can take my foundation, you can translate it into any language, and then you show up with your creativity and your imagination, and you take those prompts and you honor people, and hopefully people will write their own wonderful humanitarian prompts. And that's exciting. And then, of course, the Mayan Astrology, too. I mean, I've got 4 or 5 programs, which are all positive, uplifting, personal and spiritual growth related. Oprah has been inspiring me, and I swear supporting me in my dream space and in my head for years, honoring the work that I've done. And it's so funny, thinking about honoring Oprah, I keep coming up with things that I know she will honor me for.
Absolutely.
Say at this juncture of my life, yes, I do. I do dare say.
Beautiful. I can imagine event entertainers worldwide sharing these empowering visionary interpretations. This is what I call profound party fun, Iris, party fun. Before we close today, Iris, I would love for you to read the prayer you wrote inspired by the Mayan wisdom, if you don't mind sharing.
I will do that. Before I do that, I have one other quick thing I want to do. I have my very favorite award that I want to honor Oprah with. And
let's hear it.
It's called the Profound Pedagogue of Honor. And pedagogue is like a wise teacher. So this is really popular. Yes, this is really popular for professors who know what a pedagogue is. Teachers, professors love this. And of course, she's very much a teacher. So Professor Winfrey, girlfriend, imagine getting this anonymously in the mail or from yours truly, because it's so much who she is. Profound Pedagogue of Honor Award, you playful monkey girl. In recognition of your dedicated service in the education and enlightenment of those less dedicated, educated, or enlightened, otherwise referred to as the rest of us folks. We honor your hugs, smiles of encouragement, kindness, and gratitude. We honor your happy smiles of joy when one of us gets but a glimpse of your seemingly effortless profundity. Mm-hmm. We honor your vision and wisdom and the adorable way you preach it so clearly. We honor your passion for learning and the intensity of your face as you clearly make your point. Mm-hmm. We bless the pedestal we erect for you and upon which you stand. May your head cease to swell so that you may remain upright upon it, gloating gloriously from a job so very well done. Congratulations.
Beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful. She deserves that award. Oh, absolutely. Oprah, you hear us?
And all of her angels who are just as profound. And, the thing about Oprah, when I think about her, I can imagine how incredibly resourceful she feels. Can you imagine? I mean, as I have evolved and become older, I have become much more resourceful. And that's been one of my goals, is with all of these different skills and things that I've learned over the years and shared, all the community education classes, all the hypnotherapy, blah, blah, blah. I love being a valuable resource. And then like I tune into Oprah and imagine how beautiful. So Oprah would only have to make probably one phone call to one groovy person to go check out this Iris Barratt lady in the mountains of Oak Ridge, Oregon, who wants to hand her grandmother's wisdom and the legacy of her work over to some young, techie, beautiful, wonderful people. Okay, so I wrote this prayer. It's called A Prayer for Honoring the Movement of Spirit in Creation. And so it takes all the key words from everybody's tones. There's 12 tones in Mayan astrology. So I wrote this out one day, sent it to a couple of friends, and the next thing I know, it was published in Sedona, Sun Valley, and Salt Lake within like a week, which was pretty exciting for me. Wow. Anyway, it says A Prayer to Share by Reverend Iris K. Barratt, 2003. As we look at the insanity and injustices of our world, we eventually realize that the noble purpose of anger is to inspire us to change by serving the truth. We are meant to hold the vision of love, peace, and creating consciously in every way. We are all called to be the conscious information superhighway of peace and love right here and right now. If we are to have a fighting chance for serious change, we must participate in holding the vision of peace and serving from truth and love. Be clear about what you ask for the future of the earth and all of sacred creation are depending upon it. This prayer is inspired by the sacred movement of spirit in creation from ancient Mayan wisdom. I offer my prayer with reverence and love as I choose to be part of the solution as a peacemaker. In parentheses, I won the awards to prove it, ha ha. Now to my friends first, who know my little peacemaker, dedicated, and I do have the awards to prove it. All right, here we go. A prayer for honoring the movement of spirit in creation. We come together in the spirit of love to honor all of creation as sacred. We gratefully honor the sacred movement of spirit within creation. We ask to gratefully receive clear purpose as we stabilize our challenges. We gratefully activate our service in the spirit of loving kindness as we define new forms of peaceful service. We gratefully empower universal radiance and flow equality into every aspect of life. Thank you, Oprah. We choose to powerfully merge into attunement as we gratefully harmonize our integrity. We are consciously in the flow of mobilizing our sacred intentions for loving creation. We honor our part in joyfully manifesting spiritual manifestations of every color and hue. We joyfully integrate universal liberation with a song of love and freedom. We embrace our understanding of cooperation and embrace attunement for the highest good of all creation. We gratefully live and love in sacred presence and peace as we trust that our individual presence enhances our world. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. How profound, Iris. I'd like to take a moment of silence. It's just so much beauty, so much love, so much truth, so much honoring you've shared today. And to me, it's just a reflection of all that you are. You know, when you're talking about Oprah, it's really just all that you are. So I'm just so grateful to be here with you, sharing these gifts that you're sharing with the world, that and empowering other people that are going to get their hands on this, or their hearts on this, and their eyes on this. So thank you. I hope and trust Oprah will find her way to this, and I know she will love it and all that you have created. And one of Oprah's angels will absolutely show up to sponsor your profound and uplifting entertainment event programming scholarship. I can't wait to get the phone call from you when you're like, I got a sponsor, Caitlin. So let's manifest this for people who want a home-based business with incredible class, insights, and fun, Iris. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you. And I'm so excited to imagine more and more, especially of single mothers and senior self-supporting women who can go out, who read well, who absolutely love and appreciate the opportunity to make everybody look good, including themselves, which Honoring always does, and to share the deep wisdom. This is only one example. I watch when you do it one-on-one and see people's faces, and people love that it's in written format, like through Simbi, through where we met, because they can reread it, right, over and over again.
Yes, I've told you, I've read it every year over the last few years, just because every time I read it, it's like it hits a different part of my heart, or it just brings back that deep sense of remembering and home. So thank you. And I feel like that's what this gift brings forth for people, is it's just an empowering way to step into that place of home within and your gifts within. So thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. And thank you to your audience. And thank you to mine.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, Iris.
You too, Caitlin. Thank you.